Overnight, North Korea held a military parade, this on the eve of the Winter Olympics in South Korea. Now, this is just one of the early signs that politics are sure to be laced throughout the games this year. Laura Lurman is a professor in political science at Wright State University. She joins me this morning. Laura, thank you so much for being here. I first want to start with that parade. What is the significance of the parade in North Korea?
So it's a huge parade. It usually takes place in April, but it was moved up. It's taken place in February before, but this was a clear symbol. It's propaganda with a lot of weapons. It was delayed a little bit because of the bitter, bitter cold, and it was not, they didn't show quite as much armament. It also wasn't broadcast live. I was trying to stay up to watch it. Usually it's broadcast live. It was broadcast with a delay, so it was toned down a little bit. But this is a clear sign of showing, you know, the force and the strength that is North Korea.
And what's going on right now with Vice President Mike Pence and then also South Korea's President Moon at this point?
Yes, so they're 14 hours ahead of us, so it's dinner time, and Moon is having dinner with Vice President Pence. We're expecting Moon to suggest that there be some high-level meeting between the American and the North Korean delegations during the Olympics. Pence has stated, he's been in Asia for a couple days now, and I believe on Tuesday, Pence has stated that we would be open to that. The talking is always a good thing. So we'll see what comes of this, but we believe that that suggestion will be made at this dinner.
Interesting. And also, I mean, Vice President Mike Pence also invited Otto Warmbier's dad to opening ceremonies, which is tomorrow. What's the significance of that move?
That's hugely significant. So Fred Warmbier is going to be an official guest of Vice President Pence. Clearly, as we saw in the State of the Union address, clearly the United States administration wants to highlight the North Korean human rights situation and abuses. There's a concern that they're trying to show a softer, gentler face of North Korea at the Olympic Games, and the Trump administration wants to make sure that that's not going to be the message coming forward. Politics is always laced with sport, especially the Olympic Games, but more so than ever, we're going to see North and South relations dominate these Olympic Games.
You kind of led me right into my next question, because right now we've seen a lot of North Korean and South Korean athletes kind of joining together. Is there some sort of significance to that? Why team up now, and why, you know, there's a lot of things going on at this point, and in opening ceremonies, there's something big going on.
Absolutely. So the opening ceremonies are tomorrow. They'll be televised here tomorrow night, and it's going to be hugely significant. There's going to be a unified Korean team marching in together. They're also marching in under a new flag, a flag that's going to show unified peninsula, and this is quite controversial. Not everybody in South Korea is very happy about this. There also is a joint women's hockey team, North Korea and South Korea, and I think those games are going to be hugely significant. Sport is a national priority to Kim Jong-un. It's part of his image. Remember the whole friendship that he has with Rodman. And also, South Korean President Moon has said that he really wants to use this to try to extend some sort of an olive branch to North Korea. So these relations are going to dominate the games. There's going to be attempts at symbolism, but also, I think, as you see with Vice President Pence, there's going to be an attempt to try to raise what's really going on and what challenges in North Korea, and those challenges remain.
Yeah, it's definitely some of the challenges that we're going to continue to follow right here, and I'm sure you will be in sometime, maybe later this month. I'm sure we'll have you back in to kind of explain everything. Laura Lurman, thank you so much, Professor of Political Science at Wright State University. Greg, we're going to send it over to you for a check of the forecast.